Good evening and welcome to MTV's news update for today, March 11, 2022. I'm Sandy Ramotar for our top headlines. 800 house lots distributed at Dream Realized Housing Drive. Government to subsidize cost of water and electricity as the impact of Russia-Ukraine crisis is felt in Guyana. Ghana its first national job bank. And in sport, South Africa beat Pakistan by 6 runs in 2022 Women's World Cup. Now for the news in details. Vice President Bara Jagdeo has signaled the government's intention to subsidize the cost of water and electricity as the impact of the Russia-Ukraine crisis is being felt in Guyana. Luan Williams reports.
Vice President Dr. Bara Jagdeo says the country has been hit hard with the high cost of living just like every other country in the world, owing to the ongoing coronavirus pandemic and the ongoing Russia-Ukraine crisis. The Russia-Ukraine war has been affecting the petroleum industry as the United States has imposed sanctions on Russia, the largest supplier of petroleum to Europe. This action has triggered a sharp increase in the price of fuel, and the Ghana Power and Light has said that this has placed the company in a challenging and unsustainable position.
We've been hit hard by cost of living, but the world has been hit by this because of COVID. And now with the Russian Ukrainian crisis, it would even probably go up more.
However, Vice President Jagdeo said the government will not increase the price for electricity. He made this comment during his address at an event on the reflection on the life and work of Dr. Chedi Jagan held on Thursday evening at the Chedi Jagan Research Center.
We will keep the electricity prices the same way and water prices because we'd have to subsidize it to make sure that the impact is not felt by ordinary people.
GPL in a statement had implored all customers to practice energy conservation as they experience challenges owing to fuel. Luan Williams for MTV's News Update.
Some 800 Guyanese are now landowners as the Ministry of Housing and Water, Central Housing and Planning Authority kicks off its first Dream Realized Housing Drive of 2022 at the Providence National Stadium. Here's Rihanna Griffith.
The Ministry of Housing and Water on Friday held its first Dream Realized Housing Drive for the year at the Providence Stadium. Some 800 moderate, middle and high-income house lots were allocated in the Grove Diamond Block 1 housing development. Minister of Housing and Water Colin Crowell encouraged the recipients to reach out to the banks and insurance companies in an effort to make home ownership a reality. Minister Kroll also urged persons who have applied for a house lot to exercise patience as they await feedback from the CHNPA, who is working assiduously to resolve the backlog in the system.
Storeville, Prospect right near here, Little Diamond, Annandale on East Coast, Monrepo, Vigilance, Bladen Hall and Strathspey, Experimental Region 5, Number 75 and number 79 villages in Berbice, Ordnance, Portlands, Williamsburg. For those persons who were allotted those areas, you will be pleased to know before this March month finishes, you will be contacted because you will be shown your lot.
The CHNPA is aiming to distribute 14,000 house lots this year. Over 10,000 house lots were allocated last year, in keeping with the PPPC's manifesto promise of allocating 10,000 house lots a year. In addition to the allocation, approximately 300 land titles and transports were distributed. Rihanna Griffith for MTV's News Update.
You're watching MTV's News Update. More news on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Region Paint from the US, a brand that's recognized worldwide. Special wholesale prices starting at $3,400 for the emulsion and $3,800 for the oil. 4 gallons bucket for just $12,000. Also, the royal paints were crafted for people with a budget. Special introductory price on the semi-gloss top coat for just $1,500 per gallon and the roof and floor paint for just $5,500 for 1.5 gallons. Come and visit our showroom at Lot 140B Quamina Street or call telephone 622-0601 or 504-3908 for more information. Grab onto these special prices with 30 shades and more to choose from while stocks last. Let's paint Guyana, everybody!
You can be a millionaire by only spending $100 on a Daily Million ticket. Simply pick any 5 numbers from 1 to 26, or you can buy a quick pick for your chance to win the Daily Millions. Purchase your tickets daily, Monday through Saturday, to get a chance to win $1 million every day. So, feeling lucky? Then buy a Daily Millions ticket today. Remember, a ticket a day could make you rich today.
Are you building or renovating your home? Then come to Beeson for a wide range of aluminum and UPVC windows and doors. Get from single hung sash, awning, casement, sliding windows, plus sliding and swinging doors. All our products can be customized and fitted with insect screens and are sealed tight to withstand harsh weather conditions. At Beeson's, we also carry commercial, glass and French doors, showcases, aluminum louvers, curtain walls, aluminum rails, plus sliding and frameless shower doors. So look no further. Visit our showroom today at Lot 1228 Eccles Industrial Site or call 622-4197 or 623-4197. Beeson Windows and Doors, built with pride in Guyana by Guyanese.
This is MTV's News Update. Welcome back. The hinterland's poultry industry has received $120 million boost from the Greater Guyana Initiative. This initiative is called the Egg Sandwich Project.
The Egg Sandwich Project is focused on enabling persons living in the hinterland regions to raise their local poultry capacity and enhance consumer access to high-quality poultry products while gaining economic independence. This project is being funded by the Greater Guyana Initiative, GGI, and is valued at more than 120 million Guyana dollars. It is the first regional socio-economic project to be funded by the GGI. A Memorandum of Understanding MOU was signed on February 22 with a local company, the consultancy group TCG, which will be implementing the project with the Rupununi Livestock Producers Association, RLPA, to grow poultry in the hinterland. TCG's lead consultant, Timothy McIntosh, explained that their role is to take the work that they have been doing in the Rupununi outwards to other hinterland communities.
I think 2018 we estimated it would over $300 million Guyana dollars poultry meat coming across from Brazil into the Rupununi alone, and that's a great opportunity for a population of about 25,000 people. So there are really good economic opportunities here for local producers, and we are very, very keen to get started.
Meanwhile, President of ExxonMobil Guyana, Alistair Routledge, explained that this initiative is aimed towards sustainable development. The president stressed the importance that ExxonMobil places on ensuring that locals across Guyana benefit from the oil and gas industry, not only through revenue but by projects such as the Greater Guyana Initiative.
Oh, it is exciting. I mean, as we implement the GGI initiative, well, a lot of it so far we've been getting traction with the educational part of it, whether it's with TVET, with the University of Guyana. This is, I'd say, probably the first significant project which is getting to the sustainable economy part.
The Greater Guyana Initiative is a partnership among ExxonMobil and its co-venturers Hess and CNOOC Petroleum Guyana Limited, CPGL. This initiative will fund capacity building projects in keeping with the country's overall development objectives. CNOOC Petroleum Guyana Limited Regional Manager Anand Gohil and Projects Controls Manager Wang Zhuao were also in attendance at the sign-in. Luan Williams for MTV's News Update.
With GECOM restarting registration in preparation for the hosting of local government elections, the People's National Congress reform has issued a call for the relaxation of the nationally mandated vaccination requirement. The party in a statement has called the safety precaution absurd. However, this requirement was imposed upon all public buildings to ensure public safety. More from Rihanna Griffith.
The People National Congress Reform on Thursday issued a statement calling for the Guyana Elections Commission to withdraw the vaccination requirement so that eligible citizens can register. The party said that imposing a vaccination requirement for registration blatantly violates the Guyana Constitution, as the Constitution enshrines a citizen's right to elect and be elected as a fundamental guarantee. The party also notes that the Constitution only imposes a minimum of necessary eligibility and administrative requirements for registration and for voting. GCOM requirements say that anyone who wishes to access your offices to register must provide proof of being fully vaccinated or produce a negative PCR test, and the PNCR has since labeled the requirement as absurd and places citizens in a chicken and egg situation. According to the PNCR statement, in order for a person to get a COVID-19 vaccine, they require an identification card, and in order to access this document, they need a vaccination card. However, it is required as per the Gazette that anyone who wishes to access a public building must be fully vaccinated or produce a negative PCR test. This was gazetted to ensure public safety. The party said it has asked its commissioners to vigorously pursue this matter immediately and has suggested that GCOM put other measures in place to combat the threat of the COVID-19 pandemic. Rihanna Griffith for MTV's News Update.
Meanwhile, the Guyana Elections Commission said it has made a decision to waive the vaccination requirement of persons aged 14 to 17. GCOM said this decision was taken into consideration with the respective chief scrutineers of the APNU-AFC and the PPPC, since they have recognized that many persons within this age range may not have been able to be vaccinated as a result of not being in possession of an ID card. However, persons within this age range visiting any GCOM registration office to apply for registration must adhere to the routine COVID-19 measures. More news coming up after the break.
Get laminated glass for your home or office from Gaffurs. It's double-ply glass manufactured for safety. It'll shatter only under excessive pressure, and even so, pieces will adhere together as with a vehicle windscreen. It's preferable for areas where safety is important, for example, glass sliding doors and shop fronts. It helps to protect your home from burglars. And very important, it helps to reduce heat from direct sunlight, thereby reducing your costs for air conditioning. We can cut to any size, and prices for thicknesses 6.2 millimeters is $600 per square foot, 8 millimeters $700 per square foot, and 11 millimeters $850 per square foot. Now available, glass sliding doors with laminated glass, 72 inches by 80 inches, $37,905, 96 inches by 80 inches, $47,675, and 100 inches by 80 inches, $49,105, with an introductory discount of 15% at Gaffurs, a name you can trust.
How fast is fiber? Think fast. GTT Fiber has 3 packages with download speeds of 50, 100, and 150 megabits per second. That's fast enough to stream movies and music, to chat with Gran and Fran, to study, and more. What would you do? Upgrade to GTT Fiber today and don't get left behind tomorrow.
It happens. Your septic tank is full. All the waste from your toilet goes into your septic tank through the sewage line. When your tank is full, the 2 most common indicators are an overflowing tank and an overflowing toilet. It is recommended that Sevon's Waste Management empty your septic tank every 2 to 3 years to avoid any embarrassment. And before you can say, shh, it's gone. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455 or 218-1156.
Are you running around looking for construction materials? Well, run down to Lens for affordable, high-quality building supplies. We have the widest range of grade A floor and wall tiles in any shape, size, and designs. And all types of ceramics, porcelain glazed, and full-body porcelain. We stock the largest collection of large format tiles. Check out our porcelain slabs as big as 10 feet by 4.5 feet. Add a bit of elegance with our large range of decorative molding. Our line of PPG paints will give you vibrant colors that won't fade. With our wall and ceiling gypsum system, it's light, durable, and fast. So come down to Lens at 136 Cher Street, which is next to Buddy's and Pizza Hut, for that 31 years of Lens quality.
You're tuned to MTV's News Update. President Dr. Irfaan Ali says the hemp industry can be used as an opportunity to assist the vulnerable communities in Guyana. The head of state has also clarified that hemp and marijuana are two different industries. Here is more.
President Dr. Irfaan Ali said he is optimistic that Guyana can develop a hemp industry that is viable. However, he is clarifying that this new industry is not in any way similar to that of the marijuana industry. It is completely different, Dr. Ali stated. He made these statements during his feature address at the opening of the annual Ghana Police Forces Officers Conference on Thursday. According to the head of state, this industry can generate jobs and bring high-value returns in terms of processing and value-added products.
The hemp industry is not only about hemp production, but it's about having the processing and value-added facilities here in Guyana.
Dr. Ali reiterated his intention to hold discussions with farmers in the marijuana industry so they can understand the importance and economic benefits of the hemp industry. He believes that it is the responsibility of the president to take charge in having conversation with these persons so that a level of trust can be formed.
And we can bring those persons to an understanding that you do not need to go down this road, that we're developing an industry in which you can be a part of it, that will give you more returns in a legal way, and you don't have to pay hiding and risk your future and your family future.
In addition to the industry providing a net gain for the country, he said it can assist vulnerable communities across the country.
So yes, this is an industry that can also help in at-risk communities.
The government is currently in the process of coming up with legislation that will govern the hemp industry as they move to legalize hemp production in Guyana. Hemp companies in Guyana have already stated that they would work along with the government to ensure that it is a properly regulated industry. Luan Williams for MTV's News Update.
The Labour Ministry has launched the first National Job Bank in Guyana, which is an online platform aimed at streamlining the labour force. This platform will be accessible to Guyanese locally and internationally. Here is more.
The Ministry of Labour, under the Central Recruitment and Manpower Agency on Friday, launched its first National Job Bank in the form of an online platform. The purpose of this job bank is to allow employers to advertise vacancies and for job seekers to see potential job opportunities in an efficient way. This is according to Chief CRMA Officer Yolanda Grant.
Job seekers will be able to access jobs that match their skill set, competencies, and career choices, concomitant with the express needs of the employers in their respective entities.
The National Job Bank will be available to Guyanese locally and internationally. Meanwhile, Permanent Secretary within the Ministry, Brisham Kupin, made it clear that there is no cost associated with accessing this employment platform.
The Central Recruitment and Manpower Agency will still be available to job seekers and employers who prefer to visit and have face-to-face interactions at the ministry. And also the CRMA will be providing customer support for the job bank.
Labour Minister Joseph Hamilton added that there will be system governing this platform.
Any aspect of our data you utilize, you must give credit to the Ministry of Labour Central Recruitment of Manpower Agency. We will not allow anyone to utilize our information, utilize our data, and claim it and own it as their own.
The National Job Bank is an online platform that can be accessed by simply typing jobs.gov.gy in your web browser. You will then be required to register as an employer or employee, which requires that you provide necessary personal information. Minister Hamilton further encouraged both employers and employees to make use of the platform. Rihanna Griffith for MTV's News Update.
Here's tonight's court rundown.
Godfrey Gill, also known as Chalky, has admitted to the August 21, 2016 killing of Better Hope East Coast Demerara businessman David Ramkison during the course of a robbery. Gill, 27, formerly of Prince William Street, Pleasance, East Coast, Demerara, appeared before Justice Simon Ramlal at the Demerara High Court for murder but opted to plead guilty to the lesser count of manslaughter. He admitted that on August 21, 2016, he unlawfully killed Ramkison. Sentencing has been deferred until March 24, 2022. Gill is represented by attorney at law Dexter Smart, while the state is represented by prosecutor Carissa Henry. Gill's co-accused Sherwin is currently on remand awaiting his high court trial. Based on previous reports, Ramkison, also known as Shortman, a father of 5, was found with his throat slit lying in a pool of blood in the living room of his home. It was reported that a gruesome discovery was made by the man's son, who had just returned home after a creek outing with family. A businessman from West Rumville was to be slapped with a robbery with violence charge. Dequan Robinson was hauled before Senior Magistrate Leron Daly in the Georgetown Magistrates Court and pleaded not guilty to the charge. The particular of the charge stated that on March 9, 2022, at Railway Embankment, Kitty, Georgetown, he robbed Bose Ramdas of one Samsung Galaxy phone valued at $28,000 while using personal violence at the time. The court heard that on the day in question, Ramdas left his girlfriend's home to head home, and it was while he was waiting for a taxi the defendant approached him on a motorcycle, demanding that he hand over his valuables. Ramdas refused, and Robinson dealt him a lash to his left cheek with an unknown object causing injuries. He then snatched Ramdas's phone, making good his escape. Robinson was granted $60,000 bail. In another matter, 2 men who were busted with $6.5 million in cocaine at Tocqueville, Georgetown, were remanded to prison on a drug trafficking charge. 43-year-old Devon Simon of West Rumville, Georgetown, and 35-year-old Winston Hazel of Gibson Street, Tocqueville, Georgetown, were hauled before Chief Magistrate Ann McLennan in the Georgetown Magistrates Court. The duo denied the charge, which stated that on March 8, 2022, they had 5.814 kilograms of cocaine in their possession for the purpose of trafficking. In a press release, the Customs Anti-Narcotic Unit, CANU, said that ranks acting on intelligence conducted an operation in Guyhawk Park, Tocqueville, Georgetown. During the operation, a motor car that Simon and Hazel occupied was intercepted by CANU ranks, and a search unearthed 5 parcels of suspected cocaine. The duo was escorted to CANU headquarters, where the substance tested positive for cocaine. It was weighed and amounted to 5.814 kilograms, with a street value of $6.5 million. And finally, a teen was slapped with 3 counts of causing death by dangerous driving over the horrific De William West Coast Demerara accident that resulted in the death of 3 people. 19-year-old Matthew Abekdar of Tusheng East Bank Essequibo was arraigned before Magistrate C. Paul Ali at the Lenora Magistrates Court and was not required to plead to the charges. It is alleged that on March 7, 2022, he drove a motor car in a manner dangerous to the public, thereby causing the deaths of Carlito Gobinlal, 23, Ayubi Mohammed, 44, and Kiram Ramprasad, 41. He was represented by attorney-at-law Conio Sadiford and was remanded to prison until March 24, 2022. Reports are that about 22 hours on the day in question, the teen was reportedly racing along the De William Public Road when he plowed into 3 persons at the Sharmila Harikissan Sports Bar. Police reported that no alcohol was detected in the teen's breath after a breathalyzer test was conducted. Luan Williams for MTV's Court Roundup.
We now take a look at tips for healthy living, brought to you with the kind compliments of Natura's high and low milk powder, distributed by Davi's Variety.
What does Natura High and Low Milk Powder have? It is fortified with the extra goodness of vitamins A, C, D, E, and K. It is high in calcium, protein, and enriched with folic acid, all of which help to strengthen your immune system. What it doesn't have is fat and cholesterol. Natura High and Low. Healthy can taste good. Available at all leading supermarkets and groceries nationwide. Natura High and Low Milk Powder is not for infants 1 year and under.
Top 10 medical causes of death in Guyana. Number 6.
Diabetes.
Yeah. Thank you, Wilford Brimley. What is diabetes? Diabetes is a chronic health condition that affects how your body turns food into energy. Most of the food you eat is broken down into sugar, also called glucose, and released into your bloodstream. When your blood sugar goes up, it signals your pancreas to release insulin. Insulin acts like a key to let the blood sugar in your body's cells for use as energy. If you have diabetes, your body either doesn't make enough insulin or can't use the insulin it makes as well as it should. When there isn't enough insulin or cells stop responding to insulin, too much blood sugar stays in your bloodstream. Over time, that can cause serious health problems, such as heart disease, vision loss, and kidney disease. Signs and symptoms. Diabetes symptoms vary depending on how much your blood sugar is elevated. Some people, especially those with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes, may sometimes not experience symptoms. In type 1 diabetes, symptoms tend to come on quickly and be more severe. Some of the signs and symptoms of type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes are: urinate a lot, often at night, are very thirsty, lose weight without trying, are very hungry, have blurred vision, have numb or tingling hands or feet, feel very tired, have very dry skin, have sores that heal slowly, have more infections than usual. Type 1 diabetes can develop at any age, though it often appears during childhood or adolescence. Type 2 diabetes, the more common type, can develop at any age, though it is more common in people older than 40. Treatment. The medicine you take will vary by your type of diabetes and how well the medicine controls your blood glucose levels. If you have type 1 diabetes, you must take insulin because your body no longer makes this hormone. You will need to take insulin several times during the day, including with meals. You also could use an insulin pump, which gives you small steady doses throughout the day. Some people with type 2 diabetes can manage their disease by making healthy food choices and being more physically active. Management. There is currently no cure for diabetes. As such, living with the condition calls for strict management. Knowing your diabetes ABCs will help you manage your blood glucose, blood pressure, and cholesterol. A for the A1C test. The A1C test shows your average blood glucose level over the past 3 months. The A1C goal for many people with diabetes is below 7%. Ask your doctor what your goal should be. B for blood pressure. The blood pressure goal for most people with diabetes is below 140/90. Ask what your goal should be. C for cholesterol. You have 2 kinds of cholesterol in your blood, LDL and HDL. LDL or bad cholesterol can build up and clog your blood vessels. Too many bad cholesterol can cause a heart attack or stroke. HDL or good cholesterol helps remove the bad cholesterol from your blood vessels. S for stop smoking. Not smoking is especially important for people with diabetes because both smoking and diabetes narrow blood vessels. Blood vessel narrowing makes your heart work harder. E-cigarettes aren't a safe option either. In addition to ABCs, managing your diet and exercising daily are important in managing diabetes.
What does Natura high and low milk powder have? It is fortified with the extra goodness of vitamins A, C, D, E, and K. It is high in calcium, protein, and enriched with folic acid, all of which help to strengthen your immune system. What it doesn't have is fat and cholesterol. Natura, high and low, healthy, can taste good. Available at all leading supermarkets and groceries nationwide. Natura high and low milk powder is not for infants 1 year and under.
The ISG and MTV's sport update comes up after the break. Stay tuned.
Bison Windows and Doors is having a big New Year sale. Hurry now and save on aluminum sash windows with insect repellent, going only for $14,900, VAT inclusive. Available in black or white frames, tinted or reflective glass. Also at Bison's, buy 10 windows and get one bathroom window absolutely free. Offer available while stocks last. So hurry to Bison Windows and Doors, lot 1228, Eccles Industrial Site, and save.
The Central Housing and Planning Authority is kindly asking residents living in communities under the management of the department to desist from storing construction materials on roadways and road shoulders. Residents are also being asked not to block roadways or drains with construction materials. According to clauses 12 and 13 of the amended agreement of sale of restrictive covenants attached to titles issued from 2012, no storage of materials comprising earth, sand, stone, blocks, cements, timber and steel or mixing of concrete shall be permitted on the road or the road shoulders. Any materials on the road or the road shoulders must be cleared within 24 hours of being placed thereon. Residents are reminded that failure to adhere to clauses 12 and 13 will result in a penalty of $10,000 being charged per day of default. A message from the Central Housing and Planning Authority.
Modern Optical Service has made it even better by introducing its budgeted spectacle line, starting as low as $10,000 for single vision lens and $12,000 for bifocal lens, available in tinted or clear, complete spectacles at affordable prices. So hurry down to our main office at 316 Middle Street or Lot 14 Diamond Public Road opposite Demerara Bank. Enjoy over 60 years of eye care experience at affordable prices. Modern Optical Service, your eye care professionals.
Fibertech materials are used in a multitude of ways, from repairing and fabrication of auto body, fishing and household items. We have available various fiberglass mattings, resin, mold releases, brushes and rollers for all of your repair needs. We offer technical advice and free training to ensure you get the job done. For further information, call us at 220-6907 or 220-9192.
Get the right seal right now from Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc., your immediate SKF sealing solutions. The SKF Seal Jet Machine is capable of building seals from 5mm to 600mm in diameter in under 5 minutes. With technical support readily available, you can get a customized seal to suit virtually any industrial application, like buffer, rod, wiper, and piston seals. SKF Seal Jet Machine, now at Industrial Supply of Guyana, Inc.
South Africa survived to beat Pakistan by 6 runs in another thrilling finish at the Women's Cricket World Cup.
South Africa's perfect record was kept intact in the 2022 ICC Women's Cricket World Cup after beating Pakistan by 6 runs. This is according to BBC Sports. After Laura Volvaert made 75 and Sun Liu 62 to take South Africa to 223 for 9, Pakistan looked beaten when needed 52 from 6 overs with 4 wickets left. but neither Dar and Diana Big kept them in it, only for Dar to crucially be run out for 55 in the 49th over. With 10 required of the loss, Shabnin Ismaili brilliantly held Big and Pakistan were 217 all out. The grandstand finale in Tiranga is one most superb conclusion at tournament, which has already seen West Indies pull off close wins against New Zealand and England, who themselves almost completed an audacious run chase against Australia. It leaves South Africa with 2 victories from 2 matches before their meeting with winless England on Monday. The win takes South Africa in the top 4 in the table, where they occupy the 3rd spot with 4 points in 2 games. Reporter for MTV Sports Update, Rihanna Griffith.
She has done. She has made class.
The Ghana Olympic Association's Sports Medicine Group has submitted a proposal for government support in advancing their programs to assist more local athletes.
Throughout the pandemic, sports across Guyana had been unable to stay active. However, with the Guyana Olympic Association Sport Medicine Group, which was formed just about a year ago to help sport officials stay active virtually through educational Zoom sessions, as sports emerge from the pandemic, the group will now be looking to expand their reach with activities through a virtual platform. This is according to sport and exercise medicine doctor, Dr. Zainul Khan. Dr. Khan is in charge of the Guyana Olympic Association Sport Medicine Group.
The one thing we do have is the manpower. Now is to get the rest of the things involved, which is getting the funding and the association and getting the supplies needed to run these things.
Dr. Charlene Elliott, who is also part of the team, emphasized that the government has expressed willingness to help them combat challenges and expand the program.
Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports and the National Sports Commission met with the Director of Sport, the Assistant Director of Sports, even Mr. Kashif we met with, and we put forward a proposal how we are planning to go through with all of this in terms of funding, manpower, personnel, of course, infrastructure, and all that.
Ollie Hill edged out teammate Owen Pick to win Britain's first Paralympic snowboard medal with bronze in the bank to Salome LLB2 event in Beijing.
Ollie Hill, 32, making his game's debut, was third after the first of 2 runs in his lower limb category with a time of 1 minute 10.45 seconds. This is according to BBC Sports. And while he was unable to improve in his second run, it was still enough for GB's 6th medal of the game. Pick 30 at his second games was 4th, 0.19 seconds behind Hill. Gold went to China's Sun Ki with Finland's Matisur Hamari winning silver. Hill had been snowboarding since he was 8th and was also a talented motocross rider, but he was involved in a car accident in December 2018, which led to his right leg being amputated below the knee. The Reading man only joined the GB Snow Sports program in summer 2020, but has made massive improvements in a short time and was 4th in January's World Championships. Snowboard made its debut at the Sochi Winter Paralympics in 2014 with James Barn Miller's 5th place in Sunday's UL upper limb snowboard cross, the previous beat performance by a GB athlete. Reporter for MTV Sports Update, Rihanna Griffith.
That brings us to the end of Sport Update, which was brought to you with the kind compliments of ISG. More after the break.
Over the years, ISG has been providing all sectors across Guyana with quality products and outstanding customer service. Proud distributor of NP and Ultra lubricants, engineered for tropical conditions. International trucks and parts, leading the change. SEM Machinery, a Caterpillar brand. SKF bearings and mounted products. Napa batteries. Tide power generators. Discover the greatest source of power. Industrial Supply of Guyana Inc. The best opportunity to make the right choice.
And that brings down the curtain on tonight's newscast. But before we go, here's a reminder of our top stories. 800 house lots distributed at Dream Realized Housing Drive. Government to subsidize cost of water and electricity as the impact of Russia-Ukraine crisis is felt in Ghana. Ghana gets first National Job Bank. And in sports, South Africa beat Pakistan by 6 runs in 2022 Women's World Cup. Catch our rebroadcast tomorrow at 6 hours 30. Don't forget to like our Facebook page, where the news can be viewed live at 19 hours 30. On behalf of our news and technical teams, Sandy Ramotar saying stay safe and goodbye for now.